Fox 61, the Connecticut Office of the Arts, and the Connecticut Department of Education have partnered on the Connecticut Creatives Futures.
Yeah, Connecticut is chock full of incredible artistic talent across a variety of disciplines. Joining us now is Duvian Montoya, the Artistic and Educational Director at Norwalk Art Space. And his work can be seen around the city, including on some of the walls of the South Norwalk train station. Good morning. How are you today?
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
And thank you for being with us to tell us about your work on a number of fronts. Why don't you start just by telling us about some of the canvases, the things that you've decided to create?
Well, my work is always consistent with social justice, social issues happening with the world around us. I'm influenced by the people, the news, the topics of conversation that really hits me emotionally, and then the only way I know how to deal with it is to put it on canvas.
Mm-hmm. Now, it's very important for you that young people have access to the arts regardless of the situation. What was it like for you growing up?
You know, my parents were always there and giving me the tools that I needed. And I think that's where I was never able to have the extra curricular activities outside of school. And that's why, to me, the Norwalk Art Space is such a special place in developing and giving opportunities to kids like myself who grew up in Norwalk, these free art educational classes that could supplement this Norwalk school systems, but also just give that extra opportunities for those young creatives like myself.
Tell us more about those classes. What if somebody goes into the art space there in Norwalk just with no knowledge of what to do, where to go, what they're looking for? What can they expect?
Sure. You know, the Norwalk Art Space was visionary because of Alexandra Corey, who was the founder of the Norwalk Art Space. And her idea was to give art education, free art education, based on our resident artist program. And our resident artist program is where we hire or give studio space to emerging artists in the art world. And in return, they're asked to teach free art education to the high school age kids. So these resident artists range from painters, sculptors, world building, and just conceptual design. And so you could have a broad base of extracurricular classes here at the Norwalk Art Space.
That's great.
Now, you mentioned the high schoolers, and you have a new program that's just getting off the ground. It's the Teen Talent Night. Talk a little bit more about that.
Sure. You know, because we are a new organization, we wanted to really focus on trying to get the young talent into the space. And how do we do that? How do we allow them to take over our space? And we came up with the idea of developing a teen night to encourage the artists, the creatives at the high school level to take over our space and to give them that free, safe place to come and do their performances, whether it be poetry, dance, singing, you know, even if they want to create some animation, we'll have some screen time for those as well. And that's just, there's nothing really like that for high schoolers in this area. So I think we're filling a niche and we're getting a good response. And we started a high school committee who is really the ones behind developing this program.
That's great. Yeah, filling a niche and filling a need. It is good work you are doing, Mr. Montoya. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us and to tell the world about it.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for your time.
I want to mention I was checking out his website, Duvian Montoya. Just really incredible work. If anyone at home wants to head on there, it's duvianmontoya.com to check out some of his canvases.
Thank you again.
Really, really great stuff.